Hey there folks, this is Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome back to another beautiful sunny day here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. It's Tool Tuesday again, and we've got a treat for you today. First of all, this little treat, and second of all, this little treat. So today we're gonna be looking at and reviewing a Tartar Farm and Ranch 6-foot brush hog, brush cutter or rotary cutter. So come along today, we're gonna do a little bit of wrenching, we're gonna install some safety guards on this critter, and we're gonna put it to work with Petunia. And we're gonna take you around Petunia and show you her too, and I'll tell you about the smoking deal that I got on Petunia. I just couldn't turn it down, and I am a tractor collector. What can I say? I love it. Let's have some fun.
I ain't afraid of work, I ain't afraid of play, I ain't afraid to get the job done and do it my own damn way. I ain't afraid of life, times like this. If you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss.
Folks, welcome to Tool Tuesday here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. It's one of my favorite days to do videos because I get to play with a new tool every Tuesday. It's awesome. So today we actually have 3 new cool tools, and we're going to do a full-on review of this PTO Link system right here in a future video, but we're going to be using this today for the first time. Actually, it's my second time using it. I've used it on the manure spreader also, but we're going to be using this to attach our PTO shaft to our tractor. It's going to be pretty cool. This is a Tartar Farm and Ranch 6-foot brush cutter. It's called the RC206 from Tartar Farm and Ranch, and we're pulling it with a Massey Ferguson 240 tractor. This thing is a circa 1989 Massey Ferguson 240, and I picked it up for a song. We're gonna walk around this tractor here in just a minute. First thing we got to do, a few options with this brush cutter are safety guards for the front and the rear. So I went on and ordered the safety guards for the front and the rear, and we're going to install those really quickly. That way you can kind of see how thick and how robust the metal is on this thing, and we're going to take it out and we're going to be doing a little bit of cutting with it. So let's get busy with the wrench work, and then we'll take you around the tractor and show you the awesome deal. Guess how many hours is on this 240 tractor? Hold on, let's pick this thing up. Guess how many hours is on this machine? A good friend of mine just bought it, had it repainted. Give me a guess, and we'll tell you at the end. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is Tractor PTO Link. This is Tractor PTO Link. I've used it before, it works awesome, but we're going to do a little bit of a demonstration hooking this machine up with it. So you've got 2 ends on this Tractor PTO Link, and you've got a little push pin right here, and you've got a little locking pin right here. That's how it works. So this slides on the tractor portion. We'll go ahead and take this apart. This goes on your implement, and this goes on the tractor, and it stays on the tractor pretty much, and you just use this to connect. So there's like a teardrop shaped hole right here, and all it does is go in to the teardrop, just like so, twist, and locks into place, and then you put this pin back in from the back side, from the tractor side, just like that, and that pin locks into place with a little tab. Very cool, makes things simple, and keeps your hands from getting covered in grease while you're installing your PTO shaft on your tractor. So, first thing we're gonna do is install this on the tractor and on the implement right here. So first thing I'm gonna do is disengage the little wedge here in this pin, pull that pin out, and then I'm gonna pull my spring-loaded shear pin out just like so. We'll go ahead and disconnect these 2, and then we'll install them. I'm gonna set, this is the male, I'm gonna set it down real quick, and we're gonna install the female end on the tractor. Now you don't want your tractor to be running, and you want your PTO shaft to be able to swing freely like this if you possibly can. All we're gonna do is pull back the sleeve, so slide it on, just like that, pull back the sleeve, and it should snap in place. There it is. So it's installed. This locking ring locks into place. That's how easy it is to put on the tractor. Now, for the male end, we're gonna go into, again, you don't want your machine running. We're gonna go ahead and slip the male end inside our PTO shaft here. We're gonna push in our detent. We're gonna slide this down into, there it is, into the groove, and it locks into place. And it's just that simple right there. Now, this is the first time I've done this on this tractor, guys. So now all we have to do is grab the PTO link right here. We don't have to grab this greasy mess right here, and we just slip the PTO link right into place through those teardrop holes. We turn it and lock it. Turn about a 1/2 inch and lock it into place. This pin locks into place. then we go directly on the other side, and we stick the other pin in, whoop, through the back side right here. That's it. Okay, so that's all. No grease, no mess, no nothing. And I don't know how many of you guys have experienced this, but these little push buttons, they don't last. They get gummed up, they get greasy, they get nasty. So that's Tractor PTO Link. It's installed, ready to rock and roll. So that's Tractor PTO Link. I reached out to those guys and asked them if they'd send this out so we could give it a shot, so we could try it on Tool Tuesday, so we could try it on the farm, and they gave me a coupon code. So there'll be a link. I don't get paid by the link, and I don't get paid by the coupon code, but there'll be a link in the video description. Just click show more, and there'll be a coupon code for you. So see that in a future Tool Tuesday review. All right, let's get busy on the Tartar Farm and Ranch equipment here. Oh man, guys, I picked this tractor up for a great deal. I just couldn't refuse it. I'm a tractor collector, what can I say? I just enjoy them. So we'll give it a little bit of Perkins diesel action. Yeah, baby. Awesome. I can see right now I need to replace the seat. It needs to go back further. These old tractors, they don't fit you quite as good as those nice new tractors, but man, she's pretty. My friend bought this tractor. It had 200 hours on it. He bought it about 6 weeks ago and had it repainted, and then I bought it. He put about 200 hours mowing, and then I bought it. I couldn't stand it. He also put the canopy on it, which is nice. Let's raise this deck up, and we're gonna install the safety features. All right, now that we have it elevated, we're just gonna put jack stands underneath here so it sits nice and safe. So the first safety option that we're going to install on this critter is a safety shield for the rear of the machine, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get this matched up in its appropriate place. So we got a 9/16 wrench, and we've got our nuts and bolts. These are nylon locking nuts, and we're going to go ahead and install our safety guard on the rear of this machine. Very simple. There are several little options for the holes, so I've got to kind of match it up to the appropriate hole that it goes to. I think we're going to start that bolt first. This guard's in place so that you don't hit something and it slings out, flies 500 yards and hits somebody in the face and hurts them. So we want to be very safety conscious here on the farm. All I'm going to do is snug her down nice and tight. We'll install everything loosely first, and then we'll tighten everything down really, really tight. Kind of be nice to have two people doing this. Should have waited till Mrs. Stoney Ridge was off from work. Get started. Snug her on down. So we've got the rear safety shield on there, and again, that's to help keep from kicking stuff back. If you're gonna be running this Tartar Farm and Ranch mower in heavy, thick, deep grass, so say you're doing it in like chest deep grass, you may not want to have that guard on there. What we're gonna be doing is clipping pasture in behind the cattle. That's what our goal is. So we're gonna be cutting down some broom straw. So the next safety guard we're going to install is a two-piece guard. What it is a metal strap and this rubber or Kevlar, it's like belt material to keep from kicking stuff back up underneath your feet, okay? So these are all safety measures. You don't really have to have them. Some mowers have this mat type material and some mowers have a chain mesh type material. This will suffice for what we're going to be doing with this mower. I thought I'd show you guys this stuff so you know just how easy it is to install. Some little upgrades here. Same thing as the rear nylon locking nut. Started one on one side, we're gonna go all the way to the other side and start the next one. Now you might be asking yourself, why in the world isn't Stoney using that new TYM tractor? Well, the T1104 is about 98 horsepower to the PTO shaft. That's a little bit much for this 6-foot cutter, and the T254 is 25 horsepower. This is 46 horsepower, so it's kind of in that mid-range for pulling a 5 or 6 footer. Even a 5-footer sometimes can be taxing on a tractor like a Massey Ferguson 135 or a 240. So 25 horsepower is not quite enough to pull that 6-foot cutter. That's why. Let's go get busy. Let's have some fun. We're taking our way on the other side of the farm. Cannot argue with those results. Man, that looks absolutely awesome. Petunia did a great job. Let me show you guys something that you can't see on camera. The wind is blowing so hard that it's blowing stuff horizontally. I hope you guys enjoyed meeting my girl, my new girl, Petunia right here. The Little Tartar Farm and Ranch RC 206 6-foot bush hog, brush hog. I say bush hog. That's a common name for it around here, but rotary cutter did a kick butt job. No issues whatsoever with the PTO Link. That thing did a good job, so pretty happy with all. This combo is awesome, man. Thanks a lot, guys. Please jump in, pound that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll post links down the video description below to everything but Petunia. You can't have her. So we'll see you guys next time on Tool Tuesday. Please pound that like button, jump in, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you back. Woo!